Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagadatmananji's inspiring bestseller Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 1. Give up worries and anxieties. Both mental and physical aspects of patients should be taken into consideration by the treating physicians. Mental health is of great importance. This fact is discussed in these episodes. Now let us listen to Swami Jagadatmananji's discussion on this important subject. Take care of both the body and the mind. Suppose a patient approaches a doctor and describes his illness. Even if the doctor realizes that his patient's problems are not physical but psychological, he cannot state this directly. A patient cannot easily accept the doctor's prescription to relax and reduce his anxiety, fear, and hatred. His usual reaction would be, "This doctor is giving me only advice instead of medicine. Who needs it anyway?" He may go to another doctor. Doctors have to take care of both physical and mental health of their patients. The help the doctors render would be all the more effective when they treat their patients with affectionate care. Plato had suggested long ago that the physicians have to take care of both the physical and mental dimensions of their patients. It is necessary for a physician to know things like the socio-economic background of the patient, his beliefs and childhood experiences. After evaluating them, the doctor should explain clearly the harmful effects of any negative emotions the patient may unconsciously harbor on his body and mind. At the same time, he must also suggest ways to replace them by constructive emotions. This is the complete treatment known as adequate psychotherapy. But it is time consuming. It requires about 20 hours to provide this kind of treatment to a single patient. Even in advanced countries like United States of America, where a doctor on an average treats about 23 patients a day, this kind of therapy is not available to everybody, as it requires time and dedication. Origin in psyche. Fear, anger, and worries are the direct cause for many diseases. The following list of diseases indicates their percentage. Neck pain, 75%. Swelling in throat, 90%. Peptic ulcers, 50%. Gallbladder pain, 50%. Gastritis, 99%. Feeling of dizziness, 80%. Headaches, 80%. Constipation, 70%. Fatigue and tiredness, 90%. Negative emotions generate harmful chemicals. Most people are unaware of this and do not try to control their emotions. That is why they suffer again and again. When we are angry, we knit our brows, our eyes become red, and voice becomes harsh. These are the signs we observe, but physiologists will tell us why these physical manifestations occur. The blood pressure rises, the heart rate shoots up to 220 per minute. These changes persist till we are calm again. Anger injures our physical health. It may lead to the rupture of blood vessels in the brain, or it may cause heart failure, either of which may be fatal. It is not possible for anyone to remain angry or sorrowful for a long time. Either emotion, if they persist, may lead to irreversible damage. The human body cannot endure the harmful impact of these emotions for long. There are people who do not express anger or humiliation, but endure them with a smile. However, these emotions may work upon the subconscious mind. These people may secretly nurse their resentment towards those who have caused them hurt and insult. This silent harboring of anger, rancor, or indignation is equally harmful. Some kind of pain, suffering, tension, etc. is experienced by everybody in life. An average man does possess some strength to face them. In these days of advanced scientific discoveries, we have hundreds of devices to save our energy and time. In these days of speed, it is difficult to expect the kind of patience and peace of mind the people had 100 years ago. But it is advisable for us to remember the patience of our ancestors. If we remember it, we may find it easier to control the excessive haste and stress in our life. The human body has the capacity to adjust itself to its environment. For example, the people who live in the vicinity of an airport are initially disturbed by the noise of aeroplanes landing and taking off. However, after some time, they get so used to the noise that they are able to sleep well in spite of it. But some irritations still do persist. City dwellers have often to wait for hours to get into a bus. They often lose their patience while waiting in the queue. When a pedestrian moves from the pavement onto the road, drivers of the speeding cars get angry. Hot discussion, debate, or arguments with colleagues sometimes rob us of our peace of mind. Differences of opinion with wife and children often lead to domestic conflicts. The human mind is not a machine. It cannot be fully free from emotions and feelings. But man practices self-control when he realizes the harmful effects of anger and hatred. If man conquers himself, he learns to adjust himself with the world. Even to forget one's injuries becomes a blessing. To be continued. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.